So hey guys, I'm Sid and today I'm going to review Tata Safari. Now this is a 7-seater version of the Tata Harrier and basically competes with the Hyundai Alcazar, Mahindra XUV700, MG Hector Plus and many more present in the Indian car market. So first have a look at the key. Now the key looks like this. Now you get the lock button, unlock button, this is the light button and this is the boot release button. This is a smart key. So let's move towards the engine bay. This car gets Cryotek 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine which produces about 167.62 bhp of power and 350 Nm of a torque at the rate 1750 to 2500 rpm, mated with a 6-speed automatic and 6-speed manual gearbox. So let's move to the inside of the car. So now this car gets the chrome finishing at the chrome garnishing for the grille. Now this has the trident pattern, not the pattern like the Harrier. Harrier gets a mesh pattern. Now here is the Tata logo. This is the number plate area. Here you have the silver finish on the lower side of the bumper. You get projector headlamps. These are not the LED ones. Here you have the fog lamp, and this is the LED indicators as well as DRLs. Embedded in indicators are embedded in these DRLs. You get the chrome garnishing, chrome line which runs across the grille towards these headlights. So basically this car has the Tata has made this car to look more luxurious as compared to Harrier. It looks more wide in the angle. Now let's see the tire size. Now this car gets 235/60R 18 inches. Now you get the diamond cut alloy wheels. You can also opt for the normal, and this type of the wheels you will get at the base model, and the base model size is about 235/70R 16 inches. So you get the disc brake at the front. This is how it looks. Now you get front independent lower wishbone MacPherson strut with a coil spring and anti-roll bar suspension at the front, and the semi-independent twist blade with the panhard rod and the coil spring suspension at the rear. Now the rear tire size is about 235/60R R18. You get the alloy wheels. You also get the disc brake at the rear. Here you have the Tata logo. This is how the overall looks. Here you can fuel up the car. You get about this car gets just now this car has a 50 liters of fuel tank capacity. This is the diesel car. Now this car is only available in diesel variant. Now here you get beautifully integrated LED tail lights with LED indicators and reverse light as well. Now here you have the Tata logo. This is a black finish which runs across the rear tailgate. Here you have the rear wiper with the defogger, high mount stop lamp, spoiler. Here you have shark fin antenna. Here you have Bolt Safari badging. Here you have parking sensors. You get the 2 parking sensors at the rear. You have fake exhaust. That's the thing that I don't like. And here you have, this is a bumper, lower bumper. Now they also use the silverish finish, ivory white mixed silver finish for the lower side of the bumper to look it more bold even at the rear. Now here you get the spare wheel which is placed underneath the car because this car is a 7-seater version. Here you have the single pipe exhaust. This is how the rear looks like. Now let's move into the inside of the car and let's check out what it offers and what it not offers. So you get the proximity sensors, and one of the best thing and one good thing which will help you when your key is not working, means when the sensors of the key are not working, that is you can put the manual key over here. You can see the gap is, you have to insert over here. I don't know either you are able to see or not, and the key, that secret key is situated inside this. This is the way it is situated. You have to just push this and the key will come out from here. So let's move inside the car and let's check out what it all offers. So these are the controls for your windows. This is to lock and to open the door. This is to lock and lock. Now this is done with the aluminum finish. Here also you have some of the gray finish. Here you have some space to keep the bottle and newspapers. Here you have the speaker. Now this car has used JBL speaker. These are the controls for your ORVMs to close and to open it. Now let's step inside the car. Now before stepping in, you get the electronically adjustable driver seats. Let's move inside. First of all, Now the third of the door is also good. First I will start the car. This is how the ambience of the car looks like. Now here you have the semi-digital instrument cluster. At the digital part it shows the RPM meter, your mode of the car. So this is how the instrument cluster looks like. Now on the digital part it shows your RPM meter with the gear position indicator, means in which gear you are. This is the mode. Here it shows the power and torque output. Here you have the odometer. These are the essential lights. Here you have the fuel gauge, and on the analog part it shows the speedometer. Now you can also toggle it through, just a second. So if you want to toggle the instrument cluster, now you have to toggle the instrument cluster through these buttons. It shows a tire pressure monitoring system. It shows the power and torque output. Here you have the trip meter and the average fuel economy, as the company has claimed of 14 kmpl. Now this is the trip A, instant fuel economy, distance to empty, and also the settings. If you press the OK, then it will show the settings of the, you can toggle through the settings. Now this is what it all offers for the instrument cluster. Now besides it you have the chrome garnished AC vents. Here you have start stop. These are the toggles for your lights. Here you have the toggles for your wipers. These are the controls for your media. These are the controls for the instrument cluster, and these are the controls to set the cruise limit, cruise control. So you get the dual tone dashboard, red and beige interior. Now if you opt for the adventure personal edition, there you will get something a different color as compared to this. Now this car gets 8.8 inch of touchscreen, floating touchscreen. Now this touchscreen is mainly supported with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You can also, the touch response is good, not the best one. You can also change do the settings the way you want. You can toggle the media, and also you have ear buttons when you're driving. You can also toggle through ear as well. Now these are the controls, these are the buttons for the touchscreen system. These are the shortcut buttons. You can also operate through this. You can pair the phone, you can go just back over here. These are the controls for your volume, and see, here are the AC vents. These are the AC vents for the at the center. Now here you have the defogger for the rear and the front. These are the controls for a hazard. These are the mode. This is the eco mode, and this is in the sports mode.
Drive mode activated. Economy drive mode activated.
So this is how it.
City drive mode activated.
This will inform you which mode you have engaged in. Now this car gets 6-speed automatic. Now it has a different story, because this 6-speed automatic was firstly offered by the Hyundai Tucson. Now they have just borrowed from it, and now Hyundai Tucson offers the 9-speed automatic. Now here these are the modes for the sand terrain system, for the sand, mud and grain, for the rainy season as well, where you mud, gravel, sand, wherever you want, when just engage it when you are going through that circumstances. This is the control for the hill descent control, and this is to on and off the traction. Here you have the electronic parking brake with auto hold function as well. Now here you have cup holders or the bottle holders, you may see. This is the armrest. Here you have some space under the armrest. Here you have the 12-volt charging socket with the 2 USB charging socket as well. Now the armrest is quite smooth, soft, so it is very good. Now it's a fixed one, it is not slidable. Now here you also have some chrome garnishing. Here you have wireless, it's not wireless, but here you have some space to keep your phones. Here you have the charging ports and one aux cable. So this is what it all offers at the front. Now talking about the safety equipments, now this car is equipped with the 6 airbags, ABS and ABD, and as you know that this car also gets the 14 ESP modes. So this is what it all offers at the rear. Now let's jump to the co-driver side. No, before going I will show the glove box. It has a good amount of the space and underneath the inside the glove box. It's not the, you have the 2 stages with the illumination as well. So this is the chrome garnishing vents with the chrome garnishing. You get vanity mirror, sunshade with the vanity mirror and light. Same case, no, there's not same case. You don't get any vanity mirror for the passenger. These are the controls for the light, and these are, you can see the sunroof. The blind moves away back. Now let's open the sunroof. Now when you open the sunroof, the car gets light up. That's the good thing of the car. You won't feel any claustrophobic inside the car, because as this car, the interior of this car is made, the coloring at the interior is white, and as you can see, you have the huge panoramic sunroof, which will add on your comfort, your driving experience. So this is what it all offers at the front. Now let's jump at the rear. And the one thing that I forget to mention, that this car gets auto dimming IRVM. So this is what the comfort of the seat is also good. You will not feel any tiredness when you are driving for the long drives. And this car is basically known for its highway driving capabilities rather than city driving, because at the city it is such a huge car. You may feel experience some circumstances while parking this car in the parking lot and driving through from the bumper to bumper traffics. But on the outskirts or on the highways, this is a good car to have on, to drive on, to feel the experience. Now let's move at the back, at the rear, and let's check out what it offers at the rear for the rear passengers. Let's check. You also get the chrome garnishing which runs across the window pane. As I have told you before, that this car is mostly focused for the luxurious division rather as compared to the Harrier. Now you get the good amount of the leg room inside. Ingress and outgress is not bad, it's good. Here you have the AC vents on the B pillar rather than being over here. Here you have some space to keep your mobile phone, but you don't have any charging sockets. So here you have the controls for a window. These are the controls. This is to unlock the door, to lock the door. These are to open the door. Here you have grab handle with the coat hook and the reading lights as well. You get the white reading lights. Airbag mentioned over here. So this is what it all offers at the rear. Now here you have the seat belt holders. Here these are the armrests. As this is a delivery car, I can't open it. And you don't get any cup holders at the rear. But you have some space over here. You have but dual stage spaces. So first you can keep something over here and also underneath. So this is what you get, the good amount of the leg room and ample amount of the headroom as well. So the Safari is well known for its space, as you can see. Now the seats are quite high, situated at a high as compared to the front two seats, because you can see they are just placed over the. They have made some hump and they have placed the seats over there. You have the big central tunnel. So I don't know how the bench seat would offer the great comfort, but Captain 6 gives a good amount of the support for your back and for your sides as well. If you're wide, the person may feel some difficulty for the comfort, but at last, but it's okay for all the types. And it will give, as I've mentioned before, that this car is mainly used for the mainly the main specialty of this car is to drive on the highways. You will not feel any tiredness, and as you can must hear about the rear seats offer the great comfort. You won't feel any tiredness when you are the long drives. Now the specialty of this car is to take this car over the long drive as compared to the city driving. And the bolstering of the car is also the bolstering of the seat is also good. The person who are more fattier or more wider than me may feel some difficulties, otherwise nothing. It's well set, well situated. Now the great feature of this car is that it offers a more space as compared to the rivals. This is a main thing, and you get the JBL speakers over here. Now this is what it all offers at the rear. For the middle seats, now let's jump to the third row seating. As third row seating, you may find difficulty for getting at the third row. So at the third row, as I am at the third row, you get the two twin USB sockets at the rear with small cup holder. You have the AC vents situated on the C pillars. You also have reading lights, that's good. And here you have blower control. Here also you have cup holder. You have some space as well as. Now the under thigh support is not good, but the comfort of the seat is good, not the under thigh support. Now see how I have seated over here. My leg is just upright. Now, as I have told before, that they have created some hump, and over the hump they have situated the seats, which means the seats are more situated at the more higher place as compared to the front two seats. Front two, that is driver and co-driver. So this is what it all offers at the rear. You also get the seat belts. So this is all the things. Now let's check out the boot and let's see what it offers at the boot. How is it? Is it capable of loading the more things or not? Getting out from the third row is a bit too tricky because I am too heighted. My height is about 5'11". You also have some stop lamps, even though means this helps you at the night. It means if you open the door the roadside, the rear car will recognize that the door is open, so this will prevent the accident. You get manually operated tailgate, not the electronically. Now you get just 73 liters of the boot space. This is too low at this price point, but Tata has focused more over the third row seating. Now as the seat as I have reclined right, so it becomes very difficult, but I will show. Just a second. It's a bit too tricky. But it will fold almost flat. This is my assumption. Now you can see it's almost flat, so you won't feel any difficulty carrying the big large suitcases. If this car is very comfortable for the 4 people while traveling. This is also comfortable for the 6 people, but you will get zero amount of the boot space, means only 73 liters. You only have space to keep your shopping bags rather than keeping the more passenger bags, carrier bags. So this was what it all offers at the rear. The boot, this is the toolkit. Here you have underneath, I think you have some space to keep it. This is the jack, this is the toolkits. Here you have boot light. This is the seat belt for the rear passenger. You have some hook type, but I don't know what they use for it. I think it must be for the seat belts. So as I have told before that this car spare tire is situated underneath the car. So this was what it all offers at the rear. Now let's close the door. It's a bit too heavy for single person. So this is what it all offers. Now this was all about the Tata Safari.